This is a children's book review from the National Writing for Children Center. Today I'm reviewing the book, the children's picture book, Hairpocalypse by Jeffrey Herbach, and this is from Capstone Publishing, Capstone for Kids, I think it's called. And the book that I have, the book comes out in hardcover in August. Right now I just have an uncorrected proof to review, so when this comes out in hardcover, I'm hoping it's going to look just like this, but perhaps it will have some colorful end papers. This one doesn't have it because it's just the proof, but you can see that the illustrations are really cute. This little boy has some hair problems. It's a really, really bad hair day, so you can just see how his hair is going crazy. And the book starts out with a double-page spread, and if you've listened to any of these reviews or watched any of my reviews before, you know that I love double-page spreads because when you're reading them to a group of children, it makes it much easier for the kids at the back of the room to see the illustrations. So this one starts out by saying, Aidan Allen was a grubby kid. His clothes were all wrinkled, his shoes were always untied, and he always seemed to have grass stains on his knees. But none of that was the problem. And what I like about this story is it starts out written in the core of three. You see three things that are a problem: his clothes, his shoes, and his knees. But yet, none of those things was the problem. The real problem was that Aidan Allen's hair was completely out of control. It wasn't just messy. It seemed to have a mind of its own. Lie down, hair. Why can't you behave? His hair seemed to move. His hair seemed to shrug. That is not possible, Aidan thought. So we can see he's having a really bad hair day in the bathroom, and again, a nice double-page spread where kids, even far away in the back of the room, can see what's going on. He reached into a drawer and pulled out his mom's big blue brush. But when he brushed, the bristles immediately became tangled in his greasy locks. His hair seemed to be grabbing the brush. His hair spun the brush in a circle and then flung the brush into the toilet. This is not good. So again, we see some alliteration in this story, a lot of literary devices you can use, big blue brush, also the little boy's name, Aidan Allen, and that's repeated. Just a lot of cute things that pull the story forward. At the breakfast table, Dad looked up from his phone and shook his head in dismay. Aidan, your hair is crazy. You have to do something. I've already tried, Aidan said. Better try it again, Dad said. Just then the school bus honked its horn in front of Aidan's house. There's just no time, Aidan said, as his hair grabbed his spoon and dumped his cereal on the floor. So we can see how, this kid's having the ultimately bad hair day. And then on the bus, it just gets worse. His hair ties itself in bows, and everybody's staring at him. And then in class, somebody makes fun of him. Look at the nice illustrations here. Really pull us into a kid's world. We see the classroom just as most of us remember it, or kids identify with it today. And then he just has enough with his hair. Now, all throughout the book, I like this because as a teacher who used to read picture books to kids quite a bit, you want to have children predict what's going to happen. That keeps them engaged with the text. And you don't necessarily want them to predict the correct answer so that they know what happens. You want them to predict so that they can keep reading, continue reading through the text to see if their prediction is correct or not, and then you kind of verify what they're reading. So he's just reading, doing all these things, and as I was reading this book, I found myself predicting, and my thought was, why doesn't he just cut his hair? It just seemed to be such a mess. Why didn't he just cut it? Kids have short hair with no problem, so why didn't he just cut it? So I kept reading to kind of find out, is he going to cut his hair? And then I was really surprised. That's what I expected to have happen, but that isn't what does happen. Now, I'm not going to tell you the end of the story because I want you to find out for yourself. And like any good picture book, this one has a little twist. I thought the twist would be that he just cut his hair, but it isn't that. But it is a cute little book. I think it can help any children identify, they can identify with Aidan, because many children feel like their bodies are kind of out of control. Maybe they can't get their hair brushed, or they're messy like Aidan was, and they can't keep their clothes clean. You know, their parents always tell them, keep your clothes clean, and before they know it, they've got something on them. Or maybe they can't get their pencil, they can't draw as well as they should, or even print the alphabet, or whatever it is they need to do. But they can kind of see that they can keep working like Aidan did, and then eventually you learn how to get things under control. So this book, like I said, comes out in August. You can order it with a pre-order even, using the Amazon.com link that we've got listed below this video. And also I would suggest you sign up for Amazon Prime if you order many things from Amazon, because you get the shipping free, not only on this book, but on everything you order within the next year. So again, the book is called Hair Apocalypse, and it will be coming out in hardcover. This is just the uncorrected proof for us to review. And it's from Capstone, and this is a book we highly recommend from the National Writing for Children Center.